Hey, welcome to the Elle Russ Show. My name is Elle Russ, and I am a #1 best-selling author and master coach. My intention is to inspire, educate, and motivate you with weekly content featuring amazing guests and solo episodes. Visit my website, elleruss.com, to learn more about me, my courses, free masterclasses, partner discounts, and much more. Enjoy the show. Hey there. So I'm going to talk about saying no to sneaky questions, how to protect your time and boundaries with assertive responses. I wrote a blog post on this. I'll elaborate on it here. So have you ever been asked a question like, hey, what are you doing next Thursday? And then felt like you were being cornered into a situation you didn't want to be in? Sneaky leading questions like this, right? It puts pressure on you to say yes to plans that you're not comfortable with, right? But there's a way out of this, okay? So you have the power to respond assertively in all these situations. It's just hard for us to wrap our head around it at first, but you've probably been there. I have too. A friend asks you this elusive question, right? Like if you're free on a given day without telling you why they're asking, because they hope you're going to say, I'm free. Why? And then they will ask you something that they know you won't be interested in doing. It's a little bit of a trickery. So often in these situations, you might feel trapped in that moment, or you might feel pressured to say yes because you just said that you were available next Thursday. But here's my response and my suggestion. Still say no. You still say no because you're going to resent the shit out of that person for fucking tricking you into doing that. And frankly, I don't reward shitty, non-clear communication. Let me tell you how this conversation could go if you already said you weren't busy and you want to say no. How's that going to look? Let's say the friend says, hey, what are you doing next Thursday? And you go, nothing. Why? The friend's like, well, you drive me to the airport. You can say, sorry, I'm not available. But you just said that you were free on Thursday and available. I did, but I didn't say I was free and available for that. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? And this is how I look at it. Okay. If the friend came to me and said, hey, listen, I got a really shitty favor to ask. No one wants to do. Don't worry. It's no problem if you say no. But is there any chance next Thursday you could drive me to the airport? Now, see, I would be more inclined to say yes, because when you come at me with some trickery, like, what are you doing next Thursday? Fucking just come out and say it now. I'm like, why are you trying to chump me? I'm not going to reward your shitty, tricky communication. You're trying to guilt me into something because you know I'm already available or free, but I'm not willing and I'm not interested. You can still say no. So that's also on the other side. Stop trying to trick people into this shit. Come out and call it what it is. I've got a shitty favor no one wants to do. I totally get it if you don't want to. But if you could, I would really appreciate it if you could drive them to the airport next week, right? Maybe you offer them gas money, take them out to dinner, whatever. That's the way to approach it. Clear and honest, right? And trying to, hey, what are you up to next Thursday? Oh, nothing. Why? Gotcha. Oh, airport. No, don't do that to people. Don't fucking do that. That's shitty communication, all right? So the next time you're faced with a sneaky leading question, you can always respond with, it depends. Why are you asking? Hey, what are you doing next Thursday? It depends. Why are you asking? That allows you to find out more information before making a decision, and it's sort of calling them on the shit. Right there. It depends. Why are you asking? Come out with it, mofo. Right? Come out with it. Why are you asking? Once you know the proposed plan, you can still say no, even if you already said that you were free, of course. But if you choose this option of asking them why they're asking, it doesn't matter. You're always technically free to say no. Don't let others pressure you to do something you don't want to do. I know saying no can be difficult, like especially if you're not used to asserting yourself, but it's important to remember that setting boundaries and protecting your time is a sign of self-respect and confidence. So it shows that you value your own needs and desires, and you're not afraid to stand up for yourself. And then, of course, yes, don't be the person who's asking the leady, sneaky questions. Become a direct communicator. You're going to get more yes responses. Like I said, if you approach it with, hey, I've got a crappy favor to ask. I know no one wants to do this. It's okay if you say no. Any chance you could drive to the airport next Thursday? See, that's just a better approach. It's calling it out. And you're also giving your friend a chance to say no if they do want to say no. Do you want your friends to resent you because they felt guilted into something that you sort of tried to trap them into? Or would you rather have your friends feel great about doing you a favor? It's the latter. You want your friends to feel great about doing you a favor. So don't let sneaky questions corner you into situations you don't want to be in, and don't corner others. And learn how to respond more assertively, even if it's to find out information. It depends. Why are you asking? Right? And again, remember, no is always an option. It's always within your personal power to avoid feeling led, cornered, or pressured into saying yes to things that you don't want. So empowering yourself to take control of your time, live on your own terms. And look, I just in case, because I know people be like, there's things I don't want to do that I do. I've always said this, and I say this in my book, Confident as Fuck. Talk a lot about this in the confidence course as well. It's not that we just do whatever we want. We, of course, make compromises. I had a friend called me one time and said, hey, I know this sucks. My car got towed last night. I don't know what happened. I got it. Do you have time to take me to the thing today? Now, does anyone really want to do that? No one wants to technically drive to go do an errand that's not theirs. But see, the difference is that the overwhelming helping of my friend in that jam is what made it something I wanted to do. Do you see? That's the friendship outweighing the action, the activity. No, of course I don't want to go to a tow lot on any given day, but she's my friend, right? So of course I did. And I loved doing that for her. I didn't resent it at all, right? So it's not about never doing anything we want to do and always saying no to stuff we don't want to do. It's context, it's nuance. And in these situations, I think too many people get sucked into kind of going along with the thing and then notice because later you're kind of resentful of it. And that just leads to passive aggressive behavior because that's a people pleasing thing by not speaking up and sort of hiding that shit and burying it. And then it just builds up. And then what? 2 years from now, you'll be like, remember the one time you tricked me into going to the airport or whatever the resentment will be from that. Listen, take my confidence masterclass if you want to jump in on my confidence course. The Ultimate Confidence course is awesome. It's so much fun. It's such a low price. It's just incredible. And then also I do have a wonderful confidence ebook and workbook that's free that you can just start with. So you can go to elleruss.com, click on free stuff, take a look at that ebook and workbook, which sort of gets you started on a confidence journey. And then take a look at my confidence course. It's so inexpensive. It's so much fun. And also a confidence masterclass as well. Very low cost, a little intro to the course if you'd like to take that. And so let's just end this by reminding oneself in any given situation, am I responding the way I want to here? Am I being clear? And if this person isn't clear, because again, when someone asks you, by the way, hey, what are you doing next Thursday? There can almost be that icky feeling inside, like, what are they? So anytime you get that yucky thing, ask for clarity. All right, that might be a good clarity question. Hey, it depends. Well, why are you asking? Well, first of all, let me ask you, why are you asking me if I'm free next Thursday? It takes a moment down. It doesn't jolt you into saying yes or no. It's just taking a moment to further clarify, and that could help you along the way of speaking up. All right, everyone, I'll see you next week. Hey listeners, over the years, a ton of companies have approached me to collaborate, but I will only promote companies whose products I believe in and that I actually use and consume on a regular basis. So let me tell you about some of my favorite companies that I can offer you discounts for. Rep Provisions, an amazing company doing incredible things for our planet, topsoil, and animals with regenerative agriculture, and it's my #1 source for quality pasture-raised meat and chicken. Visit repprovisions.com and use code L15 for 15% off. I'm also obsessed with a company called Carnivore Crisps. They make a lean, all-natural, and delicious alternative to conventional snacking, made with just real meat and real salt. Totally addictive, and my favorite ones are the beef brisket and the ribeye. Visit carnivorecrisps.com and use code PALEO10 for 10% off. I also love and regularly use Paleo Valley products. They make amazing supplements and delicious paleo products. I use the superfood greens powder, grass-fed beef sticks, the organ complex, and their bone broth bars. I love the lemon and apple. I also use their essential C complex and more. Visit paleovalley.com/promos/Elle Russ for 15% off. I also love Primal Kitchen. They make delicious paleo-approved, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and no refined sugar products. And I use them daily, from their collagen powders and sauces and marinades to their avocado and olive oil. So good, so healthy. Visit primalkitchen.com and use code L10 for 10% off. I also love paleo powder and use it almost on everything I cook. They make incredible seasoning blends, and they also have these incredible grain-free coatings that feel just like crispy breadings that you would have had prior to knowing that there's another way. So visit paleopowder.com and use code L15 for 15% off.